Hey, so coming up, we're going to be looking at some rookie card hobby news. Let's do this. Well, hello and welcome, everybody. Victor, the rookie card specialist, coming at you. And just wanting to share a couple of things that I find interesting going on right now with some hobby happenings and some really cool resources that I've bumped into, wanted to share with everybody. I'm going to share screen with you for just a moment because I want to show you some articles that were written by Horacio Ruiz over at Sports Collectors Daily. And I find his articles pretty interesting here. The first one I want to share with you is this one here. Actually, he wrote this one a while back in August, end of August here, but I saved it in my emails because I wanted to make sure that I shared this with everybody. But here we have an article of rookie cards of the first black players for each big league team. And that's a pretty cool article there. And he goes on to get into it, the individual rookie cards. And I know there's topics or debate whether Jackie Robinson was the first black player in Major League Baseball. And there's that whole debate. And he features Jackie here as the first black player in Major League Baseball. He was the first black player to break the MLB barrier. But there is, of course, Moses Fleetwood Walker, who in the late 1800s played in one season. He played, oddly enough, he played in 42 games of one season, and he was the actual first African-American ball player to play in the Double-A. I don't believe he didn't make it into the MLB per se. I could be wrong on that. This isn't a history lesson right now. I'm just touching on the rookie cards because he features Jackie as the first player. And I know that is a topic of debate. But moving on, it's just a really nice, very well-written article. I mean, he doesn't get too deep into the individual rookie cards, but he does a nice snapshot of the players' careers. And you look through it and you see some names on there that that you may know little about or nothing about, but he really introduces you to them pretty well. And I just I found that article interesting. Here's a picture of Horacio Ruiz. He actually writes on a lot of different topics, but here lately he's been touching on rookie cards. I'm going to show you another second article that he's written. Okay, and here is the part 2 of this article of the rookie cards of first black players for each big league team. And he continues to show us here Carlos Bernier, just a lot of guys, Kurt Roberts. And as you start to study them and read about them, they've had pretty decent careers and pretty interesting, I guess a pretty interesting legacy as each individual ball player started coming into the league and the set of challenges that presented itself. Here we see John Kennedy for the Philadelphia Phillies. That's interesting. I just wanted to share that with you. He's also written some pretty good articles on the NFL side. Let me show them to you here. So here we see an article, rookie cards of the first black players in modern NFL history. So here he gets into a little bit of the history. Here we see Bill Wills and Marion Motley. And shout out to Aaron Davis, who I know his channel, if you like this type of content, his collection and has an amazing collection, and he really focuses on this type of stuff. But I just really appreciate Aaron Davis's videos for that reason. But I also appreciate these articles because just caught my attention. I like reading articles on sports cards, and when I came across these, I just thought he did a really nice job of presenting something on actual written format. But here we see just a nice display of every player, their featured rookie card, and a brief little synopsis of their careers and what they're about, Levi Jackson, and etc. And the last article that I wanted to share with you, again, Horacio Ruiz, shout out to him, doing a great job over there at Sports Collectors Daily. And I like to give credit where credit is due, man. I can appreciate hard work and I can appreciate good topics. Here, his most recent article released last week was prospecting rookie cards of future senior committee NFL Hall of Famers. So the senior committee will be voting soon, and they've got some guys on the ballot that may be included into the Hall of Fame. And I guess, he's giving you, hey, snag up these rookie cards now before these guys are inducted. You might have a chance at having a pretty nice Hall of Fame rookie card, if you do a little bit of homework. And here he gives a little bit of insight into it. And we got Marshall Goldberg's on the docket. And Chuck Howley of the Dallas Cowboys, Ken Riley of the Bengals, and Joe Klecko. These are the guys that he is thinking is going to be that are going to be inducted. But maybe you know how it is. Maybe just one gets inducted, maybe two, who knows? Maybe all of them. But just thought that was a really nice piece of writing, especially when it deals with rookie cards and just an appreciation for the history and all, because everything you read sometimes just is really upsetting to me, because a lot of it is just, the top 10 most expensive rookie cards of so-and-so. And it's like, man, it's so refreshing to see an article that doesn't deal with that type of content, and that just really is an appreciation for rookie cards. And I can respect that tremendously. Also, let me get out of here. Also, I wanted to share with everybody, 2022 Topps Gallery was released recently, and Topps decided to put in some cards that are really non-sport in nature. And some of them are even fictional characters, but they decided to put these cards in their set, and they opted to use the rookie card logo on them. And I just think it's a bad move, Topps. I just don't get why you want to do that kind of thing. Muddy the waters, number one. But number two, these are not athletes. These are not players, in their pro debut state. And I don't know what you're trying to pull here, but it's not kosher. And I know there's a backlash in the hobby from what I'm reading on Twitter feeds and that about it, where it's just the rookie card logo is becoming a mockery. It's almost it's the right concept. Okay. Don't get me wrong. The rookie card logo, in its purest sense, in its purest form, is a logical idea, but there needs to be accountability behind it. There needs to be, the Players Association, in my opinion, are the ones that should be responsible to keep the card manufacturers to stay within the line, to walk the line per se, at keeping this thing accurate. I mean, they're showing us here Mona Lisa in a rookie card. Are you serious? You're going to put a rookie card logo on that card? And then what about, what about 2011 Topps Heritage? So this is a card that you created in 2011 Topps Heritage, but you're going to give the 2022 a rookie card logo? Are you serious? Either you don't know, right? Either you're ignorant or you don't care. And either way, you guys got to get your ducks in order with this rookie card thing. And then, okay, you put out the 2011 Topps Heritage, but what about the 1992 Pro Set? Wouldn't that be then Mona Lisa's rookie card? So she's got one in 92, she's got one in 2011, but you're going to release one in 2022 and you're going to put a rookie card logo on it. Like we're stupid. Like you don't consider the hobby knowledge that's out there. And you think that we're not we're not going to catch on to this stuff. Or you don't do any homework, you don't do any research, you don't have any foreknowledge of history. Either way, it's jacked up. The rookie card needs reform, and I'm going to commit to this. I'm going to commit to reaching out to somebody at the Players Association. I'm going to try to reach out, and I'm going to document this stuff because I want you guys to see. I want you guys to know what I'm going to do and what I'm going to say. And I may perhaps, no, I will be doing videos on that as I reach out to the Players Association with my concerns. And I really basically, I'm going to basically type it up as a grievance, a hobby grievance. Coming from a union background that I have, a union experience, I'm going to take those things that I've learned in that realm, and I'm going to apply it to the Players Association to see if I can't get somebody's attention over on the PA side. I would love to be even just a liaison of explanation, right? I think this situation here, like with Mona Lisa, for instance, there should be an explanation, and they need to stop having to explain themselves. They really just follow the rules. Just follow the doggone rules. Is it that difficult? It shouldn't be that difficult. And if the hobby has a questionable situation, there should be an authority there to give that explanation. And I would be more than willing to bring on somebody from the Players Association. We can do a show, record a show to where we can answer some of these questions, maybe get some better clarity as to what the actual rules are, because that's very, very hush hush, right? Those contracts and those agreements, they're not privy to public. Why? Let's bring that stuff forward. Be a little bit more transparent. And I believe the hobby is in transition to becoming more transparent. The good old days are gone. The good old boy days from the 1980s and 90s, where it was just a close-knit network group of people that kept everything on the hush hush. And listen, we're in the era of social media now, guys. Errors are going to be exposed. Accountability and transparency are going to be demanded. You got to come out and be a little bit more transparent. It's not the end of the world. Get some courage. Get your ducks in order, man, and talk to us. With that said, I'm going to show you a few pickups that I have this week, and we'll wrap this one up. Hold on one second. Okay, guys, just wanted to share with you very quickly. I have not picked up a whole bunch, to be honest with you. I've got 3 card shows slated for the month of November. I'll be going to the Shipshewana card show next weekend. The weekend after that, there's going to be one locally. And I've also got the Chicago Sports Spectacular the week after that. So I've got plenty of card shows to go to during the month. That's why I haven't been spending very much this in the month of October. But I have picked up a few here and there, and I'm going to start with the first one. Is the 1995 Upper Deck Minor League Michael Jordan card. Again, I have started the Michael Jordan Master Set Registry for baseball. Now, the majority of the cards are going to be 1994 and 1995, because this is when Upper Deck really took advantage and had signed Michael, and they started creating these baseball cards of him. And it just so happened to be the year that I started becoming a card dealer here in the Chicagoland region. And I remember his baseball cards just being highly desirable in this region of the country. And I remember getting my feet wet with Michael Jordan cards, pursuing them and purchasing them. And they were hot sellers. I mean, you couldn't have one on your table very long and somebody would come along and scoop it up. So very excited to start this set registry, and I've picked this one up here in the last few weeks. I also picked up this 1995 Collector's Choice. This one this is a parallel. It comes in silver and gold. What's going to be silver is the facsimile signature. This is the silver. Now, I typically, for a set like this, when you start talking tens of Michael Jordan in baseball, it's tremendously expensive, in my opinion. Way too expensive. So I'm good with 9s. PSA 9s are just fine, right up my alley. And if I submit a card and just so happen to get a 10, that's great. But as far as me purchasing a 10, it's probably not going to happen. I'm good with a 9 for my PC. So this is the silver version in a PSA 9. And I'm going to show you one more. It's the exact same card, 1995 Collector's Choice. And this is a gold signature. A little bit harder to find. Only 68 of them have been graded. And I picked this one up in a 6 because these don't pop up very often. Now, if down the road I can pick up an 8 or a 9 on this one, I'll do it. But for now, since these are so difficult to find, I went ahead and picked up this 6. And in the scope of set registries and the scope of collecting, you guys can understand why I did what I did. But happy to add that one to the registry as well. And the last one I picked up a few of these cards. It's the 1996 Topps Cal Ripken Jr., kind of a commemorative card. It's card number 96 in the set. I really like this card, wanted to get it graded. They don't pop up very often, and I wanted to just get a few copies, and hopefully I can just get one of them to send off and get graded. And so I've always liked this card. I was following Ripken's streak, and I'm just really excited to get this one into the PC. Well, guys, that's going to be it for this one. Those are my hobby thoughts. Those are my rookie card thoughts. These are my pickups for the month of October. And hey, thanks for tuning in. Please consider subscribing. Check out the links below. I'm going to leave links to all of those articles in the description down below, so you can check those out at your convenience. With that said, I'll catch you on the next one.